It must be the objective of every business to maximise the performance of its workforce. But how do you measure that performance?
How do you think things have been going this month? And is there anything?
Appraisal is a means of measuring individual performance. But what about the workforce as a whole?
I think everything's going fine at the moment.
It's a cliché, but true. If you can't measure it, you can't manage it. A business may introduce a whole range of human resources tools. If they can't measure their effect, they don't know if they're working. Workforce performance in a factory is fairly easy to work out in terms of productivity, the average amount of products produced per employee. At insurance brokers Centaur, where the job is basically to sell insurance policies, they claim it's also a fairly easy job to measure staff effectiveness.
We can measure productivity quite well with the right management information. Each member of our staff has a portfolio of clients, and the way we measure productivity is that if they have a bigger portfolio of clients generating us bigger income, that makes them highly profitable and highly productive.
At General Mills, UK subsidiary of the US food giant, the basic measure of workforce performance is the success of the business.
So I guess the first evidence of how we've been performing, the people have been performing, is down to the business performance itself. So despite the economic environment, our business continues to grow, to thrive and do well, and in fact is one of the fastest growing UK food and drink businesses. And that's not by luck, that's because of the performance.
I've been working here 8 years, and the machines have never been new. Things are still breaking down all the time, and there are a lot of older boys working here too, and they break down as often as the machines do, don't they?
There is more absenteeism here, and I think it's mainly because of the structure of the company.
Put it down to laziness, I would say. You know, it's all right. They have the excuse of it's old machines, stuff like that. At the end of the day, it's not always the machine, it's the worker.
We're Blakeway Limited. We make printed circuit boards that go into all sorts of electrical devices. About 5 years ago, Stephen acquired a new plant at Elm Tree Road, and Elm Tree Road has all the new machinery. This is the older factory at Lake End. Now there has been moves to persuade Stephen to get some new machinery for Lake End, but actually it works really well having two factories, and that is because Lake End has the older machinery. It can deal with customers that don't have such a pressing deadline, and so we can keep the costs lower. And that works for certain customers, and also having Elm Tree Road works for other customers that maybe want things doing a bit quicker and the price can be a bit higher. And also over at Lake End, we have some older workers there, and that's a good thing because they're people who have known the business a long time, understand the business and are very committed to the business.